What's going on, guys? Today we're going to be polishing my new wide body quarters and performing the final install. Alright guys, so today is pretty simple. We're basically going to be getting the fenders ready for final install. So last time we did all the sanding, prep, and paint for the new fenders, and the paint job did come out pretty good. But the final step is going to be some wet sanding and polishing of the clear coat to really bring out the shine. And what I've got here is some high grit sandpaper. I'm going to be doing all wet sanding, so I'll soak the sandpaper in some water for about 10 minutes before I start. This is some 1200 I'll start with, just if there's some problem areas. Like I noticed a couple thick spots of clear coat, so I'll hit those with 1200, but I'll be careful not to press too hard that I'm not getting through the clear coat. And once I'm done with that, I'll move on to 1500 and then 2000, wet sanding the clear coat. Again, I'm not going to push too hard because I don't want to eat through my clear coat, and I know that because this isn't a professional job, it is a little uneven and there's, some specks here and there, so I want to be careful that I'm not going the whole way through the clear coat. And once I'm finished the wet sanding, then I'll move on to polishing. So here I've got just a general purpose compound, and then to finish it off, I just got some scratch and swirl remover. So that's going to be like a more of a fine cut finishing polish. And here I've just picked up some applicator pads. You could just use a microfiber towel, but this is nice because it's got some foam inside. It kind of evenly distributes the force a little better, so you're not pressing too hard in one specific spot. That's the basic plan, so now we can get started. Okay, I just went through the wet sanding and polishing on both fenders. I could definitely do some additional polishing, but my arm's really tired and I'm ready to get these on the car. So after they are on the car, I can continue to polish to get even more of a shine, but it looks pretty good. It's far from perfect, but considering that I did this with spray cans in my garage, I'm pretty happy with it. I did just remember I wanted to make sure I weighed the new quarters before I put them on. So here I've got 1 quarter with all of the mounts. So I'm going to weigh myself. It's right at 180. And now I'll weigh just myself without anything. And it's right at 170, 171. So we'll call it 10 pounds. That means I'm only adding about 20 pounds of weight to the whole car. And I also did take out a lot of metal when I cut out the rear arches. So this is definitely not going to impact the car much. Like some people thought this would be really heavy because it's a steel wide body. But this is pretty thin steel, so it's pretty light.